Over the years, Pontiac has had a lot of colors. What's your favorite color? Comment down below and let me know. Hello, how is it going? We are looking at how to identify Pontiac engines by their color. Pontiac had about 12 to 14 different colors throughout their lifespan, anywhere from green to a beautiful blue. We're going to look at those colors and see kind of what they actually mean and what years they might be from. Now, a lot of guys change these colors, so you've got a lot of guys running 557 blocks, which are late 70s 400s, in earlier cars, as far as back as like a 64 even. They're typically painting these engines the most beautiful color there is, and is that light Pontiac metallic blue. Look, I might be biased about this color. I mean, we've got a 67 Le Mans in the garage, and to me the color is absolutely gorgeous. Every time I look in the corner of the garage and see the engine, it's just striking. But enough about my cars. Let's dig into this and see what we actually have for colors. So in this video, we are only concerned with the Pontiac V8s. Anything before that, we really don't care about. They're usually green, light green, something like that. That said, we're going to jump straight into the 1955 Pontiac color, and that is dark green. This dark green is basically a forest green, something like you see in the Bullet Mustang or something along those lines. So while Chevy was building Bel Airs, Pontiac was building a really nice green engine. This thing's a dark green is really interesting, really different from the rest of the Pontiac line because the rest of the Pontiac line is blue, as far as a very beautiful light blue. But again, I might be biased. Let's take a look at this dark green offered on these 1951 Pontiac engine and just kind of show you guys what I'm talking about. As you can see, it's a really deep dark green. This color is reminiscent of the Bullet Mustang or something along those lines. I know this Bullet Mustang came later, but that said, this green ranges from light to dark, and there's no real number on what it actually is. So people just aren't sure about the dark green itself. But enough of this green, let's get on to some actual Pontiac blues. From 1957 to 1958, Pontiac had a turquoise blue. It was originally launched in the Bonnevilles and came to all the other Pontiacs at that time. This Pontiac blue is basically the turquoise blue, like I said. You know, this is something like, I mean, it's just a very deep blue green. Let's take a look at this engine and see really what it looked like. Well, you might think the color in this video is actually really beat up. It's kind of the color it actually was. This engine was not a very attractive color by any means, and it looked gross almost immediately. I mean, if you look here, you can really see the original color of the engine on the pulley, and it's just not a very attractive color compared to what came next. So let's get away from this and go to the right color, the light blue from 1959 to 1965. When most people think 1965 Pontiac GTO, they think the Tri-Power, right? So that said, this color is probably the most ideal color for most buyers. So this is the color that reigns supreme to me. This is the 1966 to 1970 light Pontiac metallic. This color is absolutely gorgeous. It's striking in a car, it's striking in a garage. If you've seen our videos, you've probably seen this engine in the background. If you haven't, we built a Pontiac 400 with this color. Check out the card above for that if you want to check that out. But let's check out this light metallic blue offer from 66 to 70 and show you guys what I'm actually talking about. As you can see, the color almost glows in the light. It's an absolute gorgeous color and it stands out no matter where it is. This color is available on both the Pontiac 6s and the V8s from 66 to 70. In 1971 and 1973, Pontiac moved to the light blue again. This is more the iconic 70 and 71 421 Super Duty car that we see on a regular basis. This engine it's a nice color. It's a very sought after color. Again, this is all personal preference of mine, but 1970 and 1973, we saw the light blue return. Let's take a look at that. So while this color is actually coated like the earlier engines, so while this engine is coated like the 59 to 65 Pontiac with light blue, it's actually a different color. The mix is a totally different mix from Classic Industries, so if you're looking at ordering this color for an engine replacement, make sure you keep that in mind and mention your color year when you order your color. I would venture to argue that this color has a little more gloss metallic to it than the 59 color, but that said, I'm no paint specialist, so now we move on to my second color. This is the dark blue metallic. This is what I am aiming for on the 78 Firebird formula that we're working on. This color to me is absolutely striking. It jumps out at you out of the engine bay. So let's take a look at what this color looks like. So as you can see, the engine really stands out behind all these black accessories, and that's what I'm essentially liking about this color. It really makes things pop. This engine was available from 75 to early 77 before they changed to the corporate blue color we're going to talk about next. This color is essentially Strato Blue with Classic Industries. It's gorgeous. I want to see more engines done like this, but I'm a little biased. Finally, we have the 79 to 81, 82 corporate blue. This color is almost heinous, and if I see this color, I know that it's a very weak engine typically. These aren't very highly sought after engines. They're usually 301s, things like that. People don't really care about these things. So, but it's a Pontiac color, so we're going to talk about it. So let's take a peek at it. Again, this engine is very reminiscent of the light blue. It's just kind of pale, looks kind of blah, like the performance of the gear. I hate to be critical of these years because of the EPA requirements on these cars, but that said, it absolutely ruined the fun factor of these cars. I expected to go into this video talking about 1, 2, 3, maybe 5 Pontiac colors. That said, dude, they have an absolute ton of colors, and it goes on beyond that. Beyond 82, they just went black. If it's aluminum block, they went just bare. Pontiac was an extremely varied company when it came to their engine. Pontiac knew what buyers wanted, and they targeted their buyers. Now that you know what color the engine is, let's take a peek at maybe what the engine actually is. If you're interested in decoding a Pontiac engine, check out the video right here for more information, and we'll get you there. Please like, please subscribe. Let me know down below what your favorite Pontiac color is. Have a good one, and I will see you on the road.